Hello, everybody. It is your girl, Michelle Keinan, also known as the Satisfied Wife, and I am here live today with what looks like it's going to be a lot of us talking about a really important topic, which is how to come together with your partner in your life when it feels like everything is falling apart. So before I jump in, I see people are popping on live. Drop a comment. Just let me know that you can hear me okay, that the video is coming through okay. Let me know that everything is good there. Leave me a comment, leave me a comment. Awesome, I see lots of people jumping on. This is a really hot and important topic for us to talk about. And there's like hundreds of you RSVP to this talk. So I'm really excited and looking forward to sharing. Can somebody just leave a comment and let me know that everything is working and that y'all can hear me okay? Okay, let me know if everything is working. Perfect. I see hearts. Hello, hello. Okay, cool. Cool. You can hear me. Perfect. Thank you, Besha. Hi, everybody. So some of you might know me and some of you might not. My name is Michelle Keinan. I am also known as the Satisfied Wife. I'm a new face around here, and I'm here to talk to you and share with you because so many women, awesome, thank you, Kim, so many women have been struggling, and I've been talking to so many women that are literally having breakdowns, having meltdowns. Things aren't going right in your business, things aren't going right in your relationship, things feel like, it feels like life is happening out there, but things are not going the way that you necessarily want them to go or feel inside of your personal life. I'm going to be talking about really vulnerable things on this live. I want you to know that it's a safe space and I'm here for you. And if you feel courageous enough and brave enough to share, I want you to be able to feel free to drop a comment. I promise I will go back and read all the comments and respond to you guys and really talk to you because I'm seeing so many women struggling right now. And as a relationship success coach, I'm here to not only talk to all women, but I'm really here to talk to women like you that are strong, powerful, visionary builders and that are in relationships. And my zone of genius is women in relationships with masculine partners, because no matter what you learn, your man is very different than you. And it causes a lot of misunderstanding and a lot of frustration for the women that I work with. And I don't want you to ever experience that, because your man and your relationship could literally be the greatest resource that you have in your life, in your success, in your business, and growing monies and making money and being happy. So before I dive in, let me know if you're watching, or if you're watching the replay, you can do hashtag replay. Let me know if you're in a relationship. Okay. And if you are, maybe you're a wife, so you can type in wifey, or if you are a girlfriend or a partner, type in the comments and let me know what you are called. Maybe you're like a boo, or maybe you have a cute nickname, or you're in a, whatever it is, share with me below. I want to see what kind of relationships everybody's in. You can also share with me in the comments how long you've been with your partner. By the way, if you're single and watching this, no shame, wifey. Hey, me too. No shame. I wish I learned all this stuff before I got in my relationship. It would have saved me so much drama and so much heartache and so much frustration. Also, a man. So I'm glad that you're here. Wifey, cool. We got a lot of wifeys. Wifeys going on. I love it. I love working with married women. I love working with women in committed relationships, because we're not taught, we've never been taught the power and the potential in our partnerships with our men. We've been taught a lot of crazy stuff about men, right? How they're like lazy, or they're not supportive, or like the old ball and chain, or how like everything is set up, for inequality. Like, we've been taught all those things. Totally clear. However, I want to introduce into the narrative, and I want to share with you, that's right, Cynthia, wifey. Hey, Emily. Emily's a wifey too. 18 years. Mazal Tov. 18 is a very holy number for Jewish people. That's beautiful, Kim. I've been with my man for almost a decade, and I learned so many things about men that were negative things, that were bad things, right? I heard that being in a relationship, men don't like successful women, right? And that you can't have it all. You can't balance, you can't find balance, right? Like if you're killing it in your business, you're probably dropping the ball at home, right? And a man would feel threatened if you were making more money than him. Like who here, and you can leave a comment, if you learned something about men or about what it means once you get married or in a relationship, that means that like you have to give stuff up, right? And you have to let go of things that you want, and that like you don't get to be as successful, you don't get to fully thrive, like you always have to compromise. This is my least favorite one. You have to meet in the middle. Everything's like 50-50. Nobody's fully happy, right? And so these kinds of messages, beautiful. 21 years Teresa, Libby's 12 years, beautiful. Beja, I hope I'm saying your name right, almost 12 years, amazing, amazing. Look, it's not about the piece of paper. That's not even the big thing. It's about the commitment and what you can actually get from your partnership that most of us have never learned. We've never been taught this because we've been taught, right? We've been so busy fighting to try to get what we want and need, and also fighting against our partners. And so we never actually learned that we could create partnerships, we could have relationships with our man that give us all of the resources, all of the support, and all of the possibilities that's actually way beyond what's possible for us when we're single, right? So like think about it. When you were single, when you weren't in a partnership, for some of you, right? It's like a way back time, like 20 years ago. You had to do everything on your own, right? You had to like figure everything out on your own. You had to make all your own money. Like you had to make all your own decisions. It was like you against the world. And then a lot of women took that kind of survival mode, right? Got into relationships with their partner and still kept on operating in that kind of way because we never learned, right, how to soften and how to join forces with our man so that we could both use our resources to create amazing partnerships. And that when you combine resources, right, it's like what you can make with another person is infinite when you join the resources together, right? Hey, Marcy. Hey, Teresa. Cynthia's saying you can't be too ambitious because it'll intimidate men and no one will marry you. Ooh, who heard that one? Who heard that one before, right? Don't be smarter than the other boys, right? All of those beliefs, all of those ways that we've been indoctrinated, like they are in our heads all the time, running the show, all those subconscious thoughts. And so a lot of us, think about today, right? A lot of us are going through a lot of things in life. Everything is freaking unpredictable. Is there still a pandemic? Isn't there a pandemic? Are kids going to go back to school? Is life going to go back to normal? Like, there's all this confusion, right? Like what's going on with the stock market? What's going on with my business that I'm building? Like what's going to be happening to society? Like we don't know. We're in this very insecure time where it's like a time that none of us have ever lived through before. And yet, what's so sad, what's so hard, why I'm doing this video, why I have my amazing business and my incredible Goddess Wife School, is because so many of us don't know how to truly join forces with our man and combine our resources, and not just monetary resources, but our zones of genius and our different outlooks on the world and the different life experiences that we've had. We don't know how to truly join forces together in order to not only face and survive these crazy times, but thrive in these crazy times and build the lives and the dreams and the businesses and the families and the homes and the futures that we really, really want and deserve. Right? KJ, 16 years. This is fucking beautiful. Okay. First of all, I want to celebrate everyone here that's in a relationship because sometimes it can feel hard. Sometimes it can feel like a struggle. It can feel like a challenge, right? Sometimes you're fighting or you're bickering or you're having the same fight over and over. You can admit it in the comments, like, that's me. Sometimes we're having that same fight, that same pattern over and over, and things can feel hopeless, right? Or things can just feel frustrating, or it's just like, yo, why can't we just like move past this already so we can get what we want, so we can step up into that level together? Why does it feel like you have to fight your partner in order to get what you want? And that is the biggest misconception. That is the biggest lie that we were taught growing up as empowered women, that we have to fight against men in order to have what we want. And we've taken that belief into our relationships with our masculine partners. And yo, it is such a waste of energy. It is such a waste of time. And if you're watching this video, I'm so happy because I want this to be like a news flash for you. I want you to understand 100% that it does not have to be like that. And in fact, when you bicker with your partner, when you fight with your man, when things aren't going the way that you want them to, when the world is crazy and then you're bringing it into your relationship and shit feels crazy, I want you to hear me really clearly. This is a ginormous opportunity. Ginormous. Like, this is the opportunity, okay? This is actually the reason why we're so lucky to be in relationships, okay? Because when things aren't working with your partner, that is the opportunity for you and for him to come together and to co-create something new, something better, something that feels even more nourishing and sexy and supportive and efficient and lucrative and delicious than what you've been experiencing before. You have so many possibilities in your relationship every single day, but you don't realize that. We don't realize that because we have been fed a diet of like Hallmark movies and tabloids and other people telling us what relationships are supposed to be like. And so we have this idea in our heads that fighting is bad, disagreeing is bad, that I'm going to have to give stuff up in order for us to like stay together and like keep things going. But I don't want you to just keep things going. I want you to learn how to build with your partner and to look at every fight that you're in, every disagreement, as this amazing opportunity to understand that if it's not working for your man, and or if it's not working with you, this is the moment when you get to come together and be like, okay, how do we make something even better than we can possibly imagine by ourselves with our own limited imaginations, our own limited time, our own limited attention to details, our totally different kinds of energy? How do we get to come together to really create what we want and live that dream life, whatever that dream life is for you? And I don't know what it is. Actually, you guys can tell me in the comments if you already have a dream or if there's something that you really want, but maybe you don't know how to get your man on board, right? Like a lot of my clients, one of the struggles that they face in the beginning when they start working with me is their man isn't on board to support their businesses, or he doesn't understand what you do, or he sort of feels like really separate and you're trying to balance like, how do I really grow this? But like I'm feeling distant from my partner. That's an opportunity. Like, let me tell you, that has happened. That is literally something that's happened in my life where I spent so much energy and passion and attention and time building my business. And what it did is it pulled me further and further and further away from the people that love me the most and the resources that they had and the desire that they had to build with me. I unknowingly put the weight of the world on my shoulders in order to create success because I never learned, like the way that I watched my mom build her business. I don't know if any of you here are also children of entrepreneurs or women that, that were breadwinners or that built their businesses. I was modeling what I saw the past generation of women, how they had to fight, how they had to struggle, how they had to do everything on their own. But we're living in a different time now where we don't have to keep repeating those mistakes, where we don't have to be part of this system that isn't set up for families, that isn't set up for healthy and happy relationships. I'm sure that a lot of you here that are growing your own businesses, one of the reasons that you're doing that is because you want to have it all. You want to have the time for your husband and your children. You want to have lots of leisure time. You don't want to have to answer to anybody else. You want to feel good in your life, right? And yet we're doing things in our businesses and we're doing things in our lives and we're doing things in our relationships that don't feel good, and we're struggling to hold it all together. And I don't want you to do that anymore. I want you to understand that whatever isn't working is the opportunity to make it what you want, and that you and your partner can both have what you want no matter what. and it's probably totally outside of your scope of imagination. Of course it is, because when you are lucky enough to create with a partner, they are going to bring things to the table that you never even dreamed of before. And that's why we're in relationships, y'all. Maybe some of you got in a relationship because you didn't want to be lonely, you didn't want to go to bed at night, you wanted to have kids, or you wanted somebody to like share the chores with, and that's fine. At the same time, I want you to know there's so much more that you can have with your man. And that no matter what, especially when shit is crazy out there like it is now, now is the time to turn together, to come together, and to build with each other, and to build a reality together where you're both happy, you're both thriving, and you're both bringing back all of that amazing energy and growth into your relationship. Woo! Who's with me? Can I get like an amen? Can I get like prayer hands up in the comments here? I'm feeling like really jazzed and really on fire about this, because literally I just went through this with my partner, and my clients are going through this. The women inside of my legendary Goddess Wife School, these are the kinds of things that we're sharing with each other, and we're breaking through those stigmas. We're breaking through those patterns, generational patterns and ways that we've been raised that create relationships that don't feel good. And then we say, see, my man doesn't, want me to be successful. I'll never have enough time. Like, I can't balance. I have to lean in harder. This is all one version of reality for successful women. And I know that it exists for so many of you. And that's why I am here, because I want to open the doors for you. I want to introduce you to a different way. That's right, KJ. That's right, Marcy and Jandy. Like, hands up like this. Like, I promise you, it's so important what I'm sharing. It's so important for us to hear stories of women that are not just, feeling like victims of the system, or complaining that their man is always disappointing them, or isn't giving you what you really want and need. I know so many of you guys are going through that, and that when things feel hard, it feels like you guys are distant instead of coming together. And what you can do, what I want to invite you to do, is anything that you're struggling with right now, especially with your man, is that you get to look at him as a co-creator with you. You get to look at the problem as that opportunity for you to make what really works for you. Because like for me, like I was successful in my business, right? Making money and having people sign up for my programs and all that kind of stuff. But my life around that was not working. And my husband would not accept that. He would not accept. He was watching me suffer. He's watching me destroy myself. He's watching me like overschedule myself, do things that don't feel good, be out of integrity with what I'm teaching my clients. And he would take a stand. And most of us, we look at our man when he says no, or when he's not happy with what we're doing, we look at him as the problem, or him as like the thing in the wheel that like makes everything stop working. No, think about this. Think about this. Your man wants you to be happy. Period. He wants you to feel good. He wants you to be lit up. He wants you to be successful. He wants you to make money. He wants you to be shaking it. Like, of course he does. Of course he wants to be around you when you're in that energy, right? Of course he wants to be around you when you are thriving, when you are glowing, when life is working out for you. So why would he be trying to sabotage that? Why would he be wanting to get in the way of that? He doesn't. He doesn't. The problem is what we learn in relationship to men, how we misinterpret, and how we take those moments of contention and those moments of struggle and turn it into a problem instead of turn it into an opportunity. All right. So if this resonated for you, I want you to leave a comment. Just let me know. Like, I want you to leave the word goddess in the comments if this resonated for you, if you understand, if you've been going through a struggle, if it feels hard with your partner, if you want it to be different. And if you do, like, really, I have my own free community where I teach about this stuff for free. I have my incredible Goddess Wife School. And the reason that I have all that is I love connecting with women and showing you and teaching you and joining forces with you. Like, I really want to make a movement of women that are creating lives in our marriages, in our partnerships, in our businesses that feel good from the inside out, and where everyone gets to be happy beyond our wildest dreams. So if you want to connect with me and talk about this, if you want to share what's going on in your relationship and see like how you can shift that, or honestly, if you're just having like the same fight or the same pattern over and over again, please drop into my DMs, friend request me, leave me a comment here and let me know, okay? Not because I'm gonna like sales pitch you or something like that. Like you can join, whatever. It's because I want you to understand that it can be different, okay? It's because I want you to start to learn how. That's what I want to do. If you drop into my DMs, I'm going to give you a cool little like mini assignment that you can start to do with your partner to take that distance, to take that struggle, to take that place where you feel like you keep butting heads and how to shift it. That is what I want to share with you. So connect with me so I can give you that. And also so that we can be total besties and wifeys for lifey. I love my community and I love connecting with women. I want you to have it all. I think I have like another 5 minutes to do on this live, but I just feel like I said everything that I wanted to say. But let me hear from you. Let's connect, let's talk, and let's be part of this movement of women that are feeling so supported, so sexy, so satisfied in our relationships, that everything is feeling so good with your support system, with your lifestyle, that it's contributing to the success of your business, instead of you feeling like it's a constant push and pull and either that is going good or this and the shoe's always about to drop. That's an old paradigm that we've seen so many women live in and continue to live in, and it's totally unnecessary. You can absolutely have it be different. Okay, so I look forward to hearing from you guys and connecting with you, and let me know your thoughts. Talk to y'all later. Bye.